Bearded dragons.
Hi guys, today we're going to learn about bearded dragons. Enjoy the video. What is a bearded dragon? Bearded dragon, reptile. Reptiles are ectotherm, cold-blooded, which means they cannot maintain constant body temperature, like we can because we are mammals, endotherms. Note, other ectotherms include amphibians, fish, and invertebrates. Note, bearded dragons can change darker when cold or feel aggressive, and change lighter when warm. Bearded dragons are a type of lizard. Most lizards have 4 limbs, which is called a quadrupedal, and have a tail. Note, the legless lizard does not have any limbs. Bearded dragons come from Australia. Their habitat includes woodlands, tropical savannas, and coastal dunes. Note, bearded dragons can run fast and climb well. Omnivore. Bearded dragons are omnivores, which means they eat both plants and animals. Note, bearded dragons eat leaves, fruit, insects, small mammals, and lizards.
How to draw a bearded dragon. How to care for a bearded dragon. Enclosure. Length 4 feet for an adult bearded dragon. Width 2 feet. Height 2 feet also. This is Pearl's enclosure. She has aspen substrate, UVB heat light thermal sensor, climbing branches, UVB light, and hide for a place to hide in. Water bowl and Pearl. So that's Pearl's enclosure. Temperature. Pearl's temperature. 42 degrees Celsius on the hot side and 108 Fahrenheit. On the cold side, it's 25 Celsius with 77 Fahrenheit.
Hey guys, this is my bearded dragon Pearl. She is a 0, which means she has no pattern. She's pretty pale. She is shedding right now, so around her eyes, skin is peeling off. I have to soak her later. I'm just bringing her out for some sunshine, vitamin D.
Bearded dragons can get vitamin D3 through supplementation or eating animals that have vitamin D3 in them. They could also make their own vitamin D3 by taking the energy from the sun, ultraviolet light, UVB. And within their cell membranes, they have cholesterol, which converts and uses the energy from the light to make vitamin D3. Once it's made, it's then transported through blood vessels throughout the body, but ultimately making their way to the small intestine. And within the small intestine, when food is being digested, vitamin D3 helps absorb calcium and phosphorus. The calcium and phosphorus is then transported through the bloodstream, and it helps facilitate and make strong bones, strong teeth, and it also helps with nerve function.
Food. Plants, animals, collard greens, mealworms, and superworms. Dandelion, darling beetle, endive, and crickets. Apples and cockroaches, to name a few. Feeding Pearl.
Hello guys, welcome to Chef Beauty. So today I'm going to be making my bearded dragon lunch. We have some garden fresh kale here. I just picked it from my garden, chopped it up so that she can eat it. So we're going to add some of this into our bowl. Now we have some superworms, mealworms. I shake them up with some calcium powder and I'm going to pour them on here.
And that calcium has vitamin D3, right?
And we added vitamin D3 and calcium to the mixing pot. And now we go feed her.
How many insects will Pearl eat? 1 darling beetle. She really likes those. 1 superworm. 2 superworms. 4 superworms. Guess how many she will eat at the end? 5 superworms. 1 piece of kale. 6 superworms. I think she likes superworms more than the darling beetles now. 7 superworms. What? How?
Water. Bearded dragons tend to like moving water, and it's kind of tricky to help them hydrate. So you gotta find unique ways on how to hydrate them. As you can see, I am slowly pouring water on Spike's head to help him drink.
Another way of getting water in your bearded dragon is soaking, which helps with hydration, shedding, and it also helps them pass bowel movements. So all you need to do is fill the bathtub partly, not too high, just so that their heads are sticking above water and they don't feel like they can drown. And make sure the water is lukewarm, and you can gently pour water on them like this. Sometimes when you drip water on their heads, they will open their mouths and drink a little bit. Sometimes they will drink the water all by themselves. This is also a great way to make sure that the bearded dragon gets enough moisture so that the stuck sheds can come off as well. So doing this about 2 to 3 times a week is recommended. Reproduction of bearded dragons. Male bearded dragons will bob their heads and display a black throat flap when they are reproductively ready, which is usually around a year or so. Introductions. When bringing a male and female bearded dragon together, what we like to do is bring the male into the female enclosure after introductions behind the glass. Now the male can be a little aggressive, but there's nothing to worry about. After a few weeks, what you'll need to do is set up a nest box with moist sphagnum moss and coco coir with a heat pad underneath at 29 degrees Celsius or 84 degrees Fahrenheit, so the female can comfortably lay her eggs and bury them. You'll want to transfer the eggs into an incubation box. We like to use perlite and a cup of water, incubate them at 29 degrees Celsius or 84 degrees Fahrenheit for about 60 days. You can gently candle the eggs to see if they're fertile. As you can see, this is an infertile egg. And this one is fertile because you can see the blood vessels. You can remove the infertile eggs because they will not hatch. Here are some baby pictures we took. These are about 1 day old. You're going to want to transport them into their own enclosures. With bearded dragons, you can keep them in small groups of 3, 4, even 5, as long as they have plenty of space, plenty of food, and plenty of basking areas. What you want to provide is a UVB light, water dish, and a food dish, and something to climb on.
Feeding time. Hi guys, this is Pearl's baby. She is 4 months old and they don't really like eating plants yet. They usually eat bugs for a while and then they start trying plants. So yeah.
Thanks for watching a show about bearded dragons.
And see you next time.